rescue, revamp, create. The art of drum synthesis. The new course is available at Letsynthesize Academy.
Yo, Letsyn here, welcome to the newest Synthesized Sunday episode, and today I want to talk about kick drums. The kick and the snare is completely synthesized, so click here if you want to know how I made it in the new Letsynthesize Academy course, and if you want to grab this project, go to my Patreon too, but right now let's jump into it. Okay, so here is this little beat once again. With fully synthesized kicks and snare. So this is the kick. Sounds so cool, and the snare. I bounced it because, I had to, this was the easiest way to play around with the sample a little. In pure synthesis format. So it has 4 operator presets, as you can see. I show how I made these, like the kick and snare, and tons of other kicks and snares and percussion and hi-hats in the new drum synthesis course. But right now let's talk about a kick, because operator is the greatest tool basically to create kicks. It's very simple, very effective. You can create whatever you want basically. So the kick itself sounds like this. Here is this knob where you can tweak the time of the kick, which means that all of the envelopes here, and especially the pitch envelope, will be tweaked at once. So if you want to make a little smaller kind of kick or a little bigger with huge transients, you can use only one knob to tweak this. Let me show it to you what I mean. How cool is that? Or if you want to go a little with a lighter sound, you can hear this type of kick drum in, for example, Matthews or in Teddy Killer songs, or you can play around with the transposition to make it a little softer. How cool this kick drum is! Right, so what you need to know about this technique that I'm going to show you is if you tweak the decay, the bottom part of the kick drum, so basically the low end, stays a lot more in the mid bass area, on higher pitch, because as you can see with increasing the time, it falls down a lot slower. So this creates a lot heavier or maybe more mid bass heavy kick drum. Let me redo it. And even if I decrease it, the kick drum starts to be a little softer. With the attack time, basically you tweak the attack, so the transient of that. And I so love this because, as you can see, I'm using 2 operators to tweak the transient only. So if I deactivate them, I don't have transient. So I'm using proper FM. This is why I prefer operator over serum, because I can use proper FM with more operators to create very nice and sharp transients. And especially the pitch envelope in operator is crazy good. So if you want to create snappy transients, very sharp transients, with operator's pitch envelope it is very simple to do, while serum just simply can't produce that sound. This is, I guess, some kind of programming stuff. And you have another option to play around with the kick. With the softness and the hardness and the overall color of the kick, is playing around with the pitch envelope. So with that, you tweak the initial and the peak at the same time, so pulling them down until you basically lose all the pitch movement on them. So let me read you it. So this is what you can do with the pitch envelope. So as you can hear, it's now a simple static sine wave, of course with some process and the transient. So this is why I prefer using operator for basically every kind of drum sound, so snares, kicks, percussion, even hi-hats. But for hi-hats or cymbals, I prefer using Serum simply because of the very advanced unison feature. But overall, when I want to create drums, I go to operator, and I talk this about a lot in my new course, the drum synthesis course. Again, find a link for it down in the description, where I create a lot of sounds in operator Serum, and also talk about how to tweak drums or your existing samples, how to make your drums shinier and better and stronger and finer, basically. So I guess you will love it. But this kick drum is so cool. Right, so once again, check the new course on drum synthesis on Letsynthesize Academy. Go to the link below, and if you want to grab this project, check my Patreon again with tons of other stuff. See you guys next time. Peace.